Hello and welcome to the Minutes Within the Mist, where we investigate the dark and clouded unknown to tell you about cryptids, ghosts, and other mysteries. My name is Gary, and today we discuss the mystery surrounding the death of America's famous horror writer, Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe was a star author who commanded great audiences for his readings. He was about to marry his first love, Elmira Royster Shelton, following a short trip from Richmond to Philadelphia. He was to edit a collection of poems and then travel to New York City to escort his aunt back to Richmond for their wedding. Poe never made it to Philadelphia to attend to his editing business, nor did he make it to New York to pick up his aunt. Instead, on October 3rd of 1849, Joseph W. Walker was heading out to a polling location in Baltimore. When he arrived, he found Edgar Allan Poe delirious and dressed in shabby second-hand clothes. He was lying in a gutter, semi-conscious and unable to move. Worried about the health of the addled poet, Walker had Poe taken to the Washington College Hospital, at which point things got even more bizarre for both the patient and the history books. It seems Poe was kept alone in a windowless room with only one attendant physician, a Dr. John Moran, who watched over him through what would be his final days. The author died on Sunday, October 7th, 1849 at 5 a.m. He never regained enough consciousness to explain where he had been during the time he was supposed to be traveling from Richmond to Philadelphia. Nor why was he wearing soiled clothes that were obviously not his own? And why was he so incoherent on the streets? On his deathbed, it was reported that he held vacant conversations with spectral and imaginary objects on the wall. His face was pale and his whole person drenched in perspiration, as though he was in talks with spectral ghosts. And he repeatedly called out for a Reynolds. The identity of Reynolds remains a mystery to this day, as to who was Poe speaking to in those last few hours. Perhaps the famous writer fell victim to disease, alcohol poisoning, or was he the victim of a murderous plot? The world may never know. I hope you enjoyed the mystery of Edgar Allan Poe's death. Please join us at Within the Mist podcast for more mysteries. But until then, make your way out of the mist safely and remain constantly curious.